welcome back to the Creepy Wife Chronicles. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I'm the Creepy Wife. And if you're not new here, thanks for returning. Appreciate you. Oh, new people, consider subscribing. Yeah, I'd love it. It gives me happy, warm, fuzzy feelings inside. All right, now let's get into it. Today is Freaky Friday. And, oh wait, before I get started, I'll explain why you see me where I am. I am a corrective exercise specialist who is currently in the midst of a dynamic stretch, deep stretch. I call it the power stretch with the client. She had to take a business phone call, so we're on pause. And why not? Let's make this video. There we go. Explanation as to why I'm sitting in the back of my car at a park. All right, Freaky Friday. If you saw my video on Monday, it dropped Monday, you would have seen the update of the week from hell. Thankfully, this week has been somewhat better. Although my daughter, she had a little mini cold. My son now has it. That's neither here nor there. That's motherhood. It is what it is. But I said that on Freaky Friday, we would talk about period sex. Yeah. If you watched that video, you would know that my initial stance on that is I myself am not I do not partake in the period sex. I am not a fan of the period sex. It's just, you know what? It's not my bag. It might be yours, it's just not mine. And for me, I'm pretty sure it's like rooted in my OCD germophobia. Like I can't just imagine transferring that onto you. Okay, so here it is. Here's the thing. I feel gross when I'm on my period, to the point where prior to getting a bidet, by the way, get a bidet, I'll put the link in the description box below. It has changed my menstrual life and life in general. It's great. I'll put the link in the description box below. But yeah, prior to that, I would shower 3 to 4 times a day for the 5 to 7 days of my period. Now that I have that, it's cut it back to 2 to 3 times because I'm not as feeling. I don't feel clean when I'm menstruating. It just is what it is. And I know most women may be like that. Most women that I've spoke with about having, our periods and how we feel, aside from the cramps and the headaches and the hormonal breakouts like this. See that? I don't break out a lot, but this is a lot. How dare. Yeah. Hormonal breakouts. I get severe fatigue and all the other plethora of symptoms that we can have. Feeling gross is kind of like at the top of the list for a lot of women. And it's not necessarily that we're unclean. It's just that you know what? Nobody feels clean when they got a whole bunch of shit going on down here, okay? You just don't. Is what it is. So for me, I couldn't imagine, while I feel gross, trying to get freaky and my husband not also feeling gross. So mentally, I just can't get there. But crazy enough, it's like this weird ass catch-22, because when you're on your period, in my experience, I don't know if this is like this for everybody, but for me, it's like the horniest time of the month. Like, how evil, what fresh hell is this? That the time that I refuse to have sex is the time where I'm the horniest. Like, it's all I can think about. It's all I want to do. That and eat cheese. Yeah, I'm a cheese eater. It's really weird. I love cheese. Like, pizza is life when I'm on my period. Life, okay? And I don't know. You're so randy and ready. But what can you say? What can you do? In my case. Now, there are some women that I know, friends of mine, who'll be like, oh yeah, we just hop in the shower and get it in. Still, it's a no, baby. Like, I can't, even if we're in the shower, and for those of you, if you're a male, or if you don't really know about periods like that, when you get in the shower, it kind of like stems the flow. So I get it, why it makes sense in a shower. And I've heard people doing it in a tub, but in my mind, it's just like chumming the water in Jaws. That shit is not okay. Just not in a bath. In a shower, I might be able to get with, but in the bath, hell no. hell to the no. Shower is, I'm not really a huge fan of shower sex because it's really not that much space unless you have like this walk-in room of a shower and not just a shower stall. But I mean, it's fun when you do it if you're really like feeling like, let's get frisky real quick. But other than that, I'm not a fan of shower sex. So I'm definitely not going to suddenly be a fan of shower sex when I'm on my period. Like, I'm not even a fan of my period. That shit is inconvenient. Nobody wants that. I mean, we want it because it means you're not pregnant. Unless you're trying to get pregnant, which you don't want it. Being a woman is so fucking complicated. So fucking complicated. But I digress. So yeah, the shower is what I've heard. I've also heard, excuse me, gotta stretch out that leg. Oh yeah, there it is. Stretch out the leg. I've also heard of the infamous, just put a towel down. No. First of all, I'm not about to ruin a towel for no sex. You can wait 3 to 7 days. Okay? And side note, if you're one of those women who have a period for 3 days, kind of hate you. I mean, I love you, but I also hate you. Like, how is that fair? The rest of us 5 to 7ers are suffering in partial silence because, let's be honest, we're not always quiet about our periods. There's something that's going to happen. You're like, you know what? It's not the time. It's not the time. But yeah, back to what I was saying though about the towel. I'm not putting a towel down and wasting a towel for this. You can wait 3 to 7 days. Also, let's just say the towel moves. Then my sheets, floor, couch, wherever the hell we're getting freaky is damaged. Yeah. And okay, it can wash out, but who's about to sit up here and try to scrub a dub some blood? Like, this is not I mean, there's a crime scene in my pants, but it is not an actual murder scene, so I should not be trying to do CSI type cleanups. Okay? We keep it all contained to the drawers, people. No, I'm not wasting a towel. I'm not fucking up sheets, floors, carpets, counters, couches, whatever the case may be. That is not convenient. And my question is, when do you even have sex on your period? It can't be like the first 2 days, because that just seems just a lot. Oh, a lot. It has to be like, what is it, like the tail end of the days? I don't know. Somebody put it in the comments when you're doing that. If you do it, please. If you do it and if you feel comfortable, please share with me, when is the appropriate time to do that? Because in my mind, obviously for me in my life, no time is appropriate. But when I think about it for someone else who does do this, I'm assuming it's like on day 3 if you're a 5-dayer, or day 4 or 5 if you're a 7-dayer. And if you're a 3-dayer, honestly, you can wait 3 days. No one cares about you and your lucky uterus, okay? I'm going to continue to hate on you. But be blessed. Yeah, so it's just not my cup of tea. It's not my bag. It's not for me. But if it's for you, I mean, hell, more power to you, because you have a stronger continence than I do, because my spirit, my body, my soul, my heart, all of us disagree on period sex. But I do have a question. Another question aside from when is, does it feel better? Because obviously you wouldn't need like a whole lot of moisture. Like, you don't have to be wet because it's already something down there. So what does it feel like? Part of me feels as though it's like when you're pregnant, because if you haven't been pregnant, it's wetter. There's just no cute way to say that. It's wetter, and for your partner, it's most likely better. The wetter, the better, baby. But I feel like, yeah, that makes, like, logically or biologically, I guess you could say, it would make sense that it would be wetter. But it's like, this is such a gross statement, but we're honest here. Is the consistency different? Because obviously it's not just your arousal, it's your life force. Yeah. I have so many, like, what somebody would consider gross thoughts about period sex, because there's a lot of questions about it for me. Like, maybe I should ask, you know what? I should ask someone who participates in it, like from a man's perspective. Because, and I say man because I'm married to a man. If you have, you know, a wife, sis, whatever, you know, whatever you identify as, whoever your partner is, God bless your heart and all your parts. I'm still not with period sex. But I feel like I should ask a man that I know, because I can correlate that to my personal experience because I'm married to a man. So I need to do that. However, I don't know too many men who are down with the down, you know, down with the tampon town. That's what we're going to call this, tampon town sex. If I do speak with somebody, I will for sure update you guys. But yeah, period sex. I can't get with it. If you can, more power to you. I have so many questions, and I would actually like to open this up for like a dialogue about it. So if you already do, check out my Instagram. And if you don't follow me, if you already do follow me is what I was going to say, but obviously those words just disappeared whilst I was thinking about this. But I digress. If you already follow me on Instagram, I'm going to open up like, I'm going to have my questions or open up like a chat about it, because I really want to talk about it. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's at the Creepy Wife Chronicles. Follow me, join in the conversation, because this is one of those almost taboo topics, because I feel like periods in general are taboo, which it shouldn't be. Don't matter who you are, what gender you are, what you identify as. There is someone with a uterus in this world that is having a period. You're not going to escape that. So we should stop being weird about it. I will admit I'm slightly weird about it, but it's probably due to my childhood trauma. And when I say childhood trauma, I'm literally referring to the fact that my father embarrassed the shit out of me in a Rite Aid. Yeah. I ran out of pads when I was like 13. My mom was out of town. I called her to tell her, but I wasn't like emotionally mature enough to talk to my dad about it yet. So she called my dad. My dad took me to the store. And my dad, being one of 10, having grown up with multiple sisters, was very comfortable. Unfortunately, that comfort led to him finding the sanitary napkin aisle first. And instead of waiting for me to find him, he decided it was a great idea to be like, Ashley, do you like wings or no wings? Just out loud in the store. What the fuck? What the... So my 13-year-old self was traumatized. I left the store, called my mom, pissed and like in angry tears. She laughed. I guess her and my dad laughed later. My dad was like, it's not a big deal. It is when you're just getting into the good old swing of things. So yeah, my childhood period trauma of being embarrassed in the store is why I have like a weird aversion to certain things about periods. But I shouldn't, and neither should you. Especially not if you're having period sex. Like, I feel like you should be able to talk about anything. And one day on here, we'll talk about periods, like just menstruation in general. But for right now, we're talking about sex while you're on it. Is it good? Ooh, are the orgasms better? Orgasms. That's an important part of this. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, again, at the Creepy Wife Chronicles. I got to get going because it looks like my client is ending her phone call. Yes, she is. I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, because sharing is caring. And I will see y'all next video. Mwah.